Warriors, come out to play! Warriors, come out to play! Yeah, it's like that.
Back to Pachemski, they got a piece, and it is over here in Houston. The Houston Rockets have punched their ticket to Las Vegas in the semifinal round of the NBA Cup.
That's what I'm talking about. This means something to me, man. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go!
Folks, hear me out. That was a playoff game. The Rockets have finally hit puberty. Welcome back to the Rockets Propaganda Channel. I am your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on X/Twitter at AKinfinity_VVS. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Let's get to it. Yeah. All right, folks. That 15-game losing streak is over with. We finally put this. See, what the Rockets did, they did what I said they should do. They punched the bully in the mouth, bro. Now they know next time they want to come and bully us, there's some consequences for that. They stopped letting that monkey mutate into a gorilla. Well, it actually mutated into a gorilla, but we ended up, growing up ourselves and being a silverback ourselves and beating this other gorilla up. Finally. And we did it in the sweetest way possible. Let's talk about how sweet this was. Okay. So, as you know, last time we played them was without Steph, was without Draymond. We lost in a close one that we definitely should have won, but we nutted up at the end. All right, cool. This game. See, normally in a situation like this where Steph and Dre come back, you expecting, okay, y'all couldn't beat us without Steph and Dre, so we finna blow y'all out this time. Nah. This was a low-scoring affair. See, for any of y'all who never watched 90s basketball, this was what 90s defense looked like. They wasn't blowing whistles every 3 seconds. They let you play on both ends. They let these guys play. I think they shot a combined 19 free throws between the two teams. That's awesome. There was a lot of turnovers between the two teams, but I think a lot of that is because I think both teams kind of know each other so well to the point where, some of it is they know each other so well so they can kind of, read each other's plays on one hand, and on the other hand, both teams was kind of being sloppy and careless, especially the Rockets. Between Alperen Sengun, Jalen Green, and Fred VanVleet, they had a total of 13 turnovers just between the three of them. I think as a team we had 19 turnovers, 18 turnovers, something along the lines of that. But it was too much, way more than we normally do. But it was all good. You know why it was all good? Because it was about time that these young fellas finally hit puberty and they finally decided that they was gonna grow up. They starting to get ready for college. What's college? The playoffs. They just passed their SAT. The NBA Cup tournament was their SAT. They passed it with flying colors. They scored very high on it by beating the Warriors. They conquered the subject that's been a monkey on their back. See, a lot of people that grew up, hating a certain subject, a lot of people don't like math. But now you finally took the standardized test. You made a high, not only did you pass the test, you made a high score on it. You got past this. Cool. All right. You didn't let Steph go off on you. Normally he would go off on you whenever he felt like it. Didn't let that happen. Cool. Didn't let these guys bully you. got over that hump. Close game, got over that hump. Played very good defense and paid attention to detail. Got over that hump. See, all these things I'm talking about are things that, yeah, they come up, they rear their heads every now and again, but they especially show them their heads against the Warriors when this franchise plays the Warriors, especially this iteration of these young kids. So the sweetest part to me though, man, is down the stretch, the three players that's supposed to be carrying this rebuild are the ones that made the biggest plays. Alperen Sengun, huge bucket down the stretch on Kevon Looney. Huge bucket. Jalen Green, diving to the floor on a loose ball, getting fouled, and knocking down 2 clutch free throws. Game-winning free throws, I might add. And then, not to be outdone, Jabari Smith Jr. with the game-sealing block on Brandon Pajinski. Best believe that thing was going to go in. You know why it was going to go in? Because it's the Rockets. Just without luck, that thing was going to go in. But nah, Rockets made oh, and by the way, we forced a ton of shot clock violations in this game. I think we forced a total of 6 in the whole game. I think 2 of them coming in the last 3 minutes. So these are things that can carry over. These are things that are very repeatable. These are things that the Rockets have been doing all season, though. They've been doing these type of things all season, just not against the Warriors. So this was a big hump for us to get over. And if y'all remember, I did a video in the offseason stating that the Warriors are one of the 5 teams I thought that we needed to, make a statement against, for the simple fact that they're a huge rival. We haven't beaten them since pandemic, since 2020, since Russell Westbrook was a Rocket, which was a long time ago. And, given all of the history that we've had even before then, this was a huge victory, man. This is the biggest victory in the rebuild. Bar none. Nothing comes close to this. This is by far the biggest victory. And it just so happened to be one of the ugliest ones. May be the ugliest one. For everybody that just sat there and watched the box score and didn't watch the game, nah, man. You're doing yourself an injustice. You need to go back and watch this game. The offense wasn't pretty. The defense was, though. The defense was immaculate. When we talk about some of the great defenses of all time, man, listen. By the season's end, this could be up there with one of them, man. You'll never see nobody hold the Warriors to 90 points? Since when? When the last time that happened, man? I mean, it happens from time to time, but that's because half the team injured. But that wasn't the case this time. Okay, cool. Moses Moody and Andrew Wiggins didn't play. Nobody cares. But I talked about some of the sweetest parts of this game, man. But the sweetest part to me came after the game. Why? Steve Kerr crying about the refs, which is so rich coming from a guy like him who has benefited from biased refereeing, particularly against the Rockets with the Warriors. It is rich for Steve Kerr to come out here crying tears of sorrow as if he ain't been benefiting. He had a dynasty behind the refs. See, there was a thing where when you played the Warriors, you knew you was playing 8-on-5 because they weren't going to call none of them moving screens. Look at the fouls that Draymond gets called for. Look what he has to do to get called for a foul. He got to damn near hit you with a suplex off the top rope through a table before he can get a foul call. And let's not even talk about what it takes for him to get ejected. That man got to damn near shoot half the damn stadium up before he get a ejection. That boy Draymond be getting away with murder. So for Steve Kerr to sit there and cry talking about, oh, how can you make that call at the end of a game? Man, shut your punk ass up. Nobody want to hear that nonsense. Weak ass Steve Kerr, weak ass Warriors, weak ass Golden State, California. That's right. We some California haters over here on the Rockets Propaganda Channel. But yeah, man, make sure y'all, whoever didn't watch the game, please find a way to go back and watch it. There's a bunch of websites that you could go and rewatch the game. Please go rewatch this game, man. Talking about it is not good enough. Looking at the box scores is not good enough. Looking at the highlights is not good enough. You got to pay attention to what was going on during the game, man. It was beautiful. Like, a year ago, we don't win this game. We know that for a fact because a year ago, we lost games like this against this team. But it was so sweet to do this in the NBA Cup. See, Ime Udoka did something Kevin McHale couldn't do. Did something Mike D'Antoni couldn't do. We eliminated the Warriors. Albeit just in the NBA Cup. I don't care. The Warriors have been eliminated. They're done. Get them out of here. This is the end of Steph Curry. This is the end of that Warriors dynasty. We put an end to them. And we're not done with them either. We're going to see them in the playoffs. And that's when we're going to hit them with the fatality. Liu Kang style. Mortal Kombat. This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel. If you're still with me at this moment, don't be a hater your whole life. Go ahead and hit that like video because there ain't no way you watch 10 minutes of this video and you ain't like it. Hit that like button. Comment for me down below. Subscribe to the Rockets Propaganda Channel. Also, go and subscribe to the Rockets Round Robin channel. All of this information is down in the description box below. Once again, my name is AK Infinity. You can follow me on Twitter /X at AK_Infinity_VVS. Tell a friend to tell a friend. All of y'all come back again, and we out.